So you have to train your tongue and learn the correct way. And I show you how to train your tongue and exercises to work on. You must break your bad habits and create new habits that are correct. And to do this, there are many exercises that I give you in the course that you do daily on your own with the recording or without. But the recording helps you achieve the correct sound. You have to train your tongue because pronunciation is like playing the piano. It's like playing an instrument. You have to practice and practice and repeat. You have to train your muscles. There's something called muscle memory. You have to train your muscles with daily practice and you will improve. If you think you cannot change your pronunciation, you are mistaken.
Rarely, let, write, wrote, relax, reflex, low, ripe, low, reject, around, alive, already, correct, repeat, reality, Roger, rope, rage, mirror, grand, parent, diffuse, write, read, very, serious. Rarely, read, write, wrote, relax, reflex, raw, ripe, raw, reject, around, arrive, already, correct, repeat, reality, Roger, rob, rope, rage, mirror, grand, parent, refugee, write, read, very, serious.
Muscles and your listening ability can be changed, improved, strengthened. It is a matter of correct technique and practice. Just 15 minutes a day practice can cause big changes. Why do you think singers take singing lessons and do vocal training? Because it improves their singing ability. It's the same with pronunciation. And I have hundreds of successful LANS graduates to prove it. I'm so confident in the LANS method that I offer a 100% satisfaction or money-back guarantee. I had one student who was very depressed after spending 6 months in ESL school. He felt he didn't improve. And after only 2 months with me, he was very happy, much improved with the LANS training he got. I have had doctors who have improved their pronunciation and their presentation skills tremendously, and they give wonderful presentations at medical conferences. I had a pharmacist who was a pharmacist in Japan, and he wanted to be a pharmacist in Canada, which is difficult. The pharmaceutical words are difficult to pronounce. But after the LANS course, he was able to pass the test and become a pharmacist in Canada. I've had nurses who've come to me. They want to be a nurse in Canada, and they need to pass the test. So we fix their pronunciation, and they get a job in Canada as a nurse. And I've had many working holiday visa students who've come to me. They're working in coffee shops and hair salons, and they want to be understood. And they correct their pronunciation with me, and they report to me that things are much better. They're being understood much better. Another thing is the difference between the R and L sound. You need to do ear training for that, and you need to do that with the exercises I give you. Now, it's a scientific fact that pronunciation, correct pronunciation, is linked to correct listening skill. So if you fix your pronunciation, your listening skill will improve, because you'll be able to identify the sounds correctly when you hear them correctly coming from your own mouth. So there's also improvement in your listening skill automatically when you correct your pronunciation. So you need to distinguish between the R and the L sound. I teach many lessons on the L as well, of course. So in this course, there are a lot of R lessons and L lessons, as well as over 50 lessons for the other 44 sounds, which are difficult for foreign students of English. If you think you cannot learn pronunciation online, you're mistaken. I've taught students online for over 10 years, and they did just as well as the students who saw me in person. When you're online, you see my face directly in front of you, and you hear me clearly because I speak clearly into the microphone. I am patient and always ask if my student understood what I just taught them. And the webinars are the same. Clear instruction, and the Facebook group is where we can chat and answer your questions. We will also study the spelling patterns associated with R and the other sounds so that you know when to say that sound. Native speakers memorize some words, yes, but we also know how to read using spelling patterns, and you need that important skill. There are 70 lessons which contain written text giving you information on the sound with diagrams of the mouth and helpful tips. And in addition to that, there are videos of me teaching the sound inside these lessons, as well as practice videos for you to repeat after me to train your muscles and train your ear. The instruction text and the subtitles are available in English or in Japanese. You can choose either option. If you think you don't have time or are not ready, think about the time you will save if you learn proper technique. No more useless pronunciation lessons and wasted money. Learning correct technique with the LANS method will save you time and money because it is clear and effective instruction backed up by a money-back guarantee. The students say they don't know if they are doing the sound correctly. This is a big concern they have. So I have solved this problem by creating a personal monthly pronunciation check for you. Once a month, you can record your voice on your phone and email me the recording. I will check it and respond to you by email with an assessment and coaching. I don't need to see you for this. I just need to hear you. Learning proper pronunciation technique and practicing daily is the most effective way to correct your accent and be understood by native English speakers. And checking your progress monthly with me will ensure you are on the right track to success. In the webinars, I will be giving extra coaching on the R and L and other sounds that students request. Some webinars will be about intonation or linking and fluency training lessons. You can remain anonymous if you prefer with your camera and microphone turned off. You need to see me, but I don't need to see you. After 24 years of teaching pronunciation to over 1,000 students, I can listen to your accent and I know how to explain to you how to correct it. There's also a private LANS pronunciation Facebook group for my students where you can ask your questions and I'll answer your questions there. There's a wonderful translate function on Facebook, which means that you can write in your native language if you like, and it will translate it into English for me. And the same for you. You can translate my English into your native language if you like. And of course, if you want to write in English to me on the private LANS Facebook group, you can do that. My story is I had been working in broadcasting and film as a radio announcer and TV and film technician, and I had a health crisis that required me to work from home. My roommate Miho was Japanese and she told some friends about me, and I started teaching English to Japanese students. As time went by, I saw that they needed very specific pronunciation help. I developed a method to use your tongue for the R, and also a course for all pronunciation, intonation, and fluency skills. The students told their colleagues about me, and my business grew into a serious business with Japanese and Korean businessmen and businesswomen, doctors, nurses, engineers, coming for lessons with me. One very kind Japanese student told me I needed a web page, and she built it for me. I wrote a pronunciation book, and with a CD, and then created an online course. Then other students found me on the internet, Russian students, Taiwanese, Chinese, Iranian, Spanish, Ukrainian. It took me 10 years to develop the LANS method, and then I wrote the book in 2010. My method is copyrighted, of course, and I have a trademark for my company, LANS Pronunciation. So it's been a very long journey in which I have met so many wonderful students. I'm offering all this because I have developed this course that is proven to help people for the last 24 years, and I want to share it with more people, not just one at a time. I have made it as convenient as possible with my online LANS pronunciation course and practice videos, and with personal contact with me through webinars and the Facebook group and personal email assessments. And your satisfaction is guaranteed with a 90-day money-back guarantee. My students improve 70 to 100%, and they say the instruction is very clear. That is my goal, to give you clear, correct, simple instruction that results in 100% improvement. I hope to see you soon.